The early bird catches the worm. I do encourage you to go first.
Sounds like you were approached by Novi. You can kind of just say, I was approached by Azera.
As the saying goes, the cat is out of the bag, is it not?
Someone not willing to do whatever it takes will be a problem down the line. It's all downhill from here.
That is true. Greetings, and welcome to Crucible of Fate, Episode 19, Part 2. I'm your host and killer DM, David Carter. If you guys watched Part 1, you saw that it was a pretty epic fight, lots of action, and we had, of course, our special guest, B. Dave Walters. We're now going to be picking it back up in the Fate's Hand Tavern with only 5 contestants remaining. Before we get into the show proper, though, I just want to remind everyone that if you're not already supporting the show and you're enjoying it, please do consider going over to Patreon. The link is in the description. Check it out. I'd appreciate any little bit of help that you can provide. I'll also put a plug in for our Discord once again. Fantastic D&D community. Lots of games happening all the time, and we're adding a few new ones, at least in the next couple of weeks. And if you're a DM and you feel like running a game online, please do join our Discord. We'd love to have more DMs running games. And lastly, if you want to find out more about how Crucible of Fate works, the link to the website is in the video description, and you can see all the rules, the house rules, and the format for the show. All right, that's all I've got, so let's reintroduce you to our contestants for today. All right, just to re-familiarize everyone with our contestants for episode 19 that are still alive, in our top left, we have Daryl, who's playing Novar Olorin, and we have Joe, who's playing Bestiarius, aka Ari. Top right, we have Wezi, who's playing Garzak. Bottom left, we have Albini, who's playing Izera. And last but not least, we have Steve, who's playing Edifang. Welcome back to the show, guys. I hope you're ready for Escape the Room and Split the Party. I hope you guys have fun. Are you all ready to play some D&D?
Do it.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Sweet. Well, in that case, we'll see you right after the trailer, and we will be in character in the Fate's Hand Tavern.
It's time. Bring them. Offer them riches, offer them glory. I don't care. Just bring me their souls.
As you wish, Master.
Yes.
You think you have what it takes? Every roll can mean life or death. 120 contestants. Who will survive? Who will win? It could be you. This is high stakes D&D.
As you step in through the portal and the shadow hands carry you back to the Fate's Hand Tavern, their touch seems a bit lighter, a bit more rewarding, not as intimidating as when you were being pulled to the unknown destination. As the walls made of stone and wood take shape as your senses adjust back to the dim light of the Fate's Hand Tavern, you see Thermghoul standing in the middle of the room, welcome you all back.
Well, that was exciting, huh? We all got to meet the professor. I hope that you learned some lessons. I know at least one of you did. The power of words. Always a bit intimidating to see high levels of arcane ability used in such a destructive manner. I do feel badly for Lomax, but the lesson to all of you that the light of Palion does not shine so brightly down here. Take that into account, that you don't want to leave your fate in the hands of others or to random chance. You must seize the day. Take control of your lives down here and manifest your own destiny. So before we get into escape the room, I do want to review with all of you the items that are still remaining within the gift shop. And I want to assure you, and I'm just trying to help you out here, I would never lie to you. The items that remain in the gift shop could be paramount to your survival. Each and every one of them could be extremely useful in the games to come. I'm not deceiving you here. I'm not trying to just get you to roll for consequences. I'm trying to help you. And in that vein, I would also remind you that going first could be critical in the games ahead. Do not let the course and outcome be determined before you even have a chance to act. That would be most unfortunate. So I know each and every one of you have some fate spheres left. I would just consider possibly using some for your initiative. Okay, the help is over. Now you are all grown adults and you can take care of yourselves and heed or ignore my advice as you see fit. I do not mean to patronize you.
You know, Tharngul, you'd be more useful if you were to tell us what are the consequences and what do the items do in order to warrant such a consequence.
But see, if I told you what they all do, there'd be a mad scramble for one or two of them, and it's that mystery and risk that is the enticement for all of us here. The reward for us is seeing you struggle with the decision. If you already know the outcome of a decision, it kind of takes the fun and excitement out of it, doesn't it, Izera? No? Okay. Well, hey, the rules are the rules. I can't break them now. Perhaps in round 2, that is something we could change. Maybe I would state clearly what each of the items do and let you all fight over them. So, at this point, the shelves and display cases of the gift shop appear around you. And within Tier 1, you can see that only one item remains. And this, as it's hovering in the air in front of you, just slowly rotating, you can see an ornately designed folding fan. Exquisite artistry within the folds of the extended opened fan, with metal ends that slowly, they close together, and it just demonstrates how it can fold up into a small rectangle that can be easily stored. The 2-foot-long golden wand that was there previously is now gone. In Tier 2, both items still remain. And so you see a metal rod with 3 tentacles extending from one end. So a bit of a handle, and then some metal, and then at the end of the metal, these 3 tentacles. And as you watch, these tentacles extend out quite far and then seem to slowly move back as a demonstration of a bit of its capability. The second item in Tier 2 is a staff that's roughly 4 feet long that appears to be made from wood or bone or some sort of organic material, but clearly not metal. At one end, a frail-looking hand with bent joints, kind of a bit of a distorted hand that the fingers seem to be gnarled in slightly unnatural directions. Finally, in Tier 3, only one item remains, and that is a wand with a roughly carved, knotted body with what appears to be a depiction of an insect head at one end. And there are also tentacles extending from this depiction
from the mouth of this insectoid creature. And just a reminder, in case some of you might be familiar with what these items are, there are no class restrictions. If you use or purchase an item from the gift shop, any class can use them. You're not restricted by the normal prerequisites.
And there you go, everyone. Those are the gift shop items that still remain. I hope that they entice you to perhaps make a purchase. Now that I have reviewed these items, it is time to move on to picking the room from which you will have to escape. Perhaps this time we could have Novar make a roll. Ooh, a natural 20. How exciting. Now,
It's all downhill from here.
that is true, because the natural 20 for escape the room has already been found, which means we go to number 1. I'd like to call this room the early bird catches the worm. That's all the information I can give you at this point. But I do encourage you to go first. Or as quickly as you possibly can, at any rate. So now that we know which room you will be going into, it is time to roll some initiative for our intermission actions. Keep in mind you have 2 intermission actions to be used before escape the room. Novar, 19. Ari, 11. Garzak, 11. Okay, so I'm gonna make Garzak a 12, and Ari will remain 11. Izera, 10 for Izera, and Idefang is 7. Can begin with Novar. For the rest of you, please relax, put your feet up, pretend that you're at home. Mi casa es su casa. Don't know why I speak Spanish. I will be with you all momentarily. Greetings, Novar. You are up first for your intermission actions. What would you like to do for your first one?
Well, first, I would very much, for the first time ever, I think I would like to buy something from the gift shop. That metal rod with the tentacles seems very appealing to me. And who am I to look a warning from you in the mouth?
You're wise not to heed my warnings, indeed. Would you like it permanently or just for this episode?
What happens if I keep it permanently?
Then you also keep your consequences. But there are ways to mitigate these.
I think I need it just for what I might have to do in this game.
Then temporary it is. A 10. This is one of the least harmful. Lose 10% of max and current HP. Just remember that at each level you have to recalculate it, so you always have 10% of what your max should be.
5 hit points.
You're good with that?
I can live with this.
A 9. Blinded.
Oh shit. Not so good with that one in what we're going into. Fate Spear.
19. -2 charisma.
Come on. This is where all my Fate Spears are going. And I can't do that because that's my spell. That's my spell. Sorry, I dropped out of character. I believe I will have to use a Fate Sphere again.
-2 dex.
I will use my last one.
Okay. A 9. Blinded. Okay.
So blinded it is. So feel free to roleplay that however you want. You don't have to tell people that you're blinded, but I would encourage you to roleplay it.
Will the crap when it actually takes hold? It's just like a magical dulling over his eyes, just like he gets like kind of tunnel vision, like his peripheral isn't as great, so it is kind of like becomes nearsighted, like he can't really see. And he just goes, I don't. It'll be worth it. I'm just going to assume it was going to be worth it. I have a plan. Okay. And for the second one, just so I would like to converse with Ari and Izera.
With one intermission action, you can only speak.
Okay, well, with one.
Yeah.
My bad. I'll speak with Izera.
Izera, okay.
Greetings, Izera. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Novar Olorin. Tell me, do you accept or refuse?
I shall accept.
Very well. In that case, Novar, you have 3 minutes and it begins now.
Izera, in the last room we were in, you expressed a deep hatred for the monster that we were going up against.
Indeed, I could tell that I had an ally and a strong one to that effect in you.
I am not one to make deals, and that is why I asked for you. One of us did make a deal in that room. Whether or not everyone understood what they were saying, well, I did. Gozak made a deal with the Illithid.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem with this for 2 reasons. One, it took no time for him to accept. Someone not willing to do whatever it takes will be a problem down the line. And 2, he now has information that could possibly help him best us in the future.
Yes.
I suppose my proposal is, if only a few of us need to leave the room, I don't believe Gozak needs to be one of them.
Well, I must say, you saved me the trouble of having to be the one asking you the same.
Great minds think alike. I would have gotten him out, but the Illithid was very determined to keep him alive in the last room.
I have seen my parents get their brain eaten the way he did, the way that he ate Nomax's brain. There was nothing left, and I definitely would not have wanted to be suffering the same fate as my parents did.
So with that, I believe we have an accord. Gozak needs to go.
I agree. Yuan-Ti is not to be trusted, and he's proven that already. I believe we need to find ways to either ally ourselves with the Ari.
Ari seems trustworthy, as far as trust can go in this game.
I have a weird feeling about Edifang.
I try not to judge.
Gentlemen, I must interject at this point because that is the 3 minutes, and this intermission action has now come to a close. I hope that you were able to complete whatever it was that you were setting out to do. I wish both of you the best of luck in the game ahead, and I will see you shortly. Greetings, Garzak. You are next for the intermission actions. What would you like to do for your first one?
Rest.
A short rest, very wise. Recover some of the damage you took. Would you also like to use any hit dice to regain hit points?
Yeah.
13?
13. 6, so another 18. I'm gonna drink some potions.
Another 12.
Plus 4, so another 12. And as Garzak's doing his short rest, and like he takes like this meditative pose, and he's chanting this mantra that kind of goes like, "Change comes, we adapt, we overcome." He's like saying that over and over again. I have I have a total of 100 feet of rope divided into 50. So I'm gonna tie those two into lassos. So I'll have essentially 2 lassos on hand of 50 feet of rope.
Okay. Then
So
it is an improvised
weapon.
weapon, yeah. And I'd say the attack would be at disadvantage, but you could use your dex bonus. I'd say that it doesn't give them the grappled condition because they can still move. It's just that they have the rope around them.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else for your short rest?
I would like to parlay, but before that, I have one request.
Oh?
Not an advantage, but a contingency. In the event that I should fall, and I am not brought back again, I want you to save my people from the poison of Pala and Muradin. Slaughter them all.
Oh.
Leave no males to sire, no females to nest, and no eggs unshattered.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Jeez. Okay. 10.
Oh, that is quite aggressive of you. I'll tell you what. If you were to fall, and I truly hope that you don't, I will make sure that I include it as part of my battle plans. Does that sound good?
Fair.
Okay, and I think you mentioned you wanted to parley with someone.
Edafang.
Edafang. Greetings, Edafang. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Garzak. Tell me, do you accept or refuse this invitation?
I will accept.
In that case, Garzak, you have 3 minutes and it begins now.
So, is Ari on our side, or did you give him my potion?
Ari seemed to be willing to join.
Very well. Then I would like my potion back.
Very well. But I do have some questions for you.
Very well.
It seems that arrangements are a bit obscured at this point. Would you say?
Yes, with Lomax dead, Novar's out, and an ally. He's probably seeking others.
This is true. But I was referring to more of a, you, actually. It seems as though, as the saying goes, the cat is out of the bag, is it not? Did you seem to make other arrangements with the Lich?
I said what I said to survive. I did not trust them, hence why I didn't go closer. But you suffered nothing from it. You survived.
I did, and I cannot fault you for wanting to survive. This is true.
Not only did you survive, you took no damage. And you
I
saw
did not.
You saw Novar's arrow. It did nothing. I have raised my hand against no one yet so far. I intend to keep our agreement.
As do I. It seems that Izera and Novar are the 2 remaining contestants that need to be dealt with or assimilated.
Novar will not join us. He sent his beast after me. I suggest if the time comes, within the next room, we remove him.
I feel that either one of them could be quite deadly on a PvP, but I have seen Izera fight. He is quite deadly.
That's true. And with that bow of theirs, that would be helpful for us. If they're amicable, that's fine, but between them and
I
Ari...
apologize.
who would you
That is 3 minutes. I must be punctual with these things. I hope you at least got the main message across that you wanted to. For this intermission action has come to an end. I will see you both shortly. Greetings, Ari. It is your turn for your intermission actions. What would you like to do with your first one?
I think I'm gonna short rest.
Hit dice for hit points.
Yeah.
So 11 back. Another 5.
Okay. 5. It's cool for the second one. Can we pull 2 people into parlay?
Just 1 per intermission action.
This one. Let's do edifying.
Very well. Greetings, Edifang. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Bestiarius. Tell me, do you accept or refuse this invitation?
I accept.
In that case, Ari, you have 3 minutes, and it begins now.
Hey man, I'm probably looking too far ahead right now, but it's pretty obvious that, well, the 3 of us are aligned, and we don't really know who's going to get through this round with us to the final round. But if the 3 of us do, there's only one character that's kind of an issue, right? So if we fight against Paladin, we're all upfront fighters. It's not really going to be that complicated. But if it's the Ranger, really distance fighter. So I really only have like little fireballs I can throw at him. Not going to do a whole lot. Can change to like birds and stuff and try to get to him wherever he's trying to keep his distance from us, but or she. What I wanted to bring you into the parlay just in case you might be, because you're next after me, I think. You might be able to get some insight from Garzak if he has anything that he can offer in terms of distance. But I know we're all kind of upfront guys. Just wanted to kind of plan ahead if we could, you know.
Yeah, I actually just spoke with Garzak, and I think my big concern right now would be Azera as well over Novar.
Yeah, especially in the first round. Seems to have a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
And, you know, we're all good, but I think if any 3 of us get hit with enough damage quickly, it's spells bad for us. So, yeah, definitely the biggest threat for the following round is Azera. Do you have anything that's effective at distance?
Not too much.
Right.
A couple javelins.
I do have ways to keep Azera in place.
I might also be able to help with that issue.
Yeah, I have like this spell that like just like vines and stuff comes up from the earth and just kind of like can like impede movement, and like if they fail, you know, they're not strong and stuff, it keeps them in place. But yeah, if she manages to, I don't know, get some type of elevation in some way or another, at the very least, I think if we can keep her in one place, I think our movement is probably better than hers. So even if we're wasting around getting to her, as long as she can stay in one place, that might be the way to attack the problem.
Good.
All right, cool. Good talking. Don't forget to enjoy the watermelon. There's one for this round and one for next.
It's perfect timing.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, your 3 minutes has come to an end, as has this intermission action. Good luck to both of you in the game to come. I hope, along with your watermelon, your plans come to fruition.
Yeah, hopefully they bear fruit.
Oh, yeah, nice. Like it. Greetings, Izara. It is your turn for your intermission actions. What would you like to do for your first one?
Well, I thought I could perhaps have a little conversation, a parlay with Ari.
Very well. Just one moment, and I will fetch him for you.
Greetings, Ari. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Izera. Tell me, do you accept or refuse their invitation?
I accept.
In that case, Izera, you have 3 minutes and it begins now.
Well, Ari, it was, let's say, somewhat concerning when we were fighting the monster to see how some were so quick to make alliance with an evil monster out of the group. I would say that you and I may have as much interest as leaving this place alive as one another. I was curious whether we could make some kind of, let's say, arrangement to spare each other's life, at least, and help each other to get out.
With respect to, deals taken, maybe had the same opinion as you, kind of easy way to put a target on your back, whether you think it's smart or not. Let's do maybe a dry run this time around, maybe look out for each other in this round, and if we both get through, then we'll talk again, yeah?
That sounds like a agreeable proposition.
All right, great.
I presume you must want as badly as I to get out of this mess alive.
Oh yeah, survival is key. But yeah, if you want to discuss, I don't know, what we can offer each other in terms of compatibility in the PvP round,
Well,
with the remaining
I could
time.
tell.
I don't know what else you maybe you want to talk about something else. It's your parlay.
Well, I acknowledge all the respect that you give to the people around, and I see this. Yes, indeed. For myself, if I could benefit from having darkness around, and I don't have currently means to create darkness, and I don't know if you would, as a druid.
Right. I think that's something I may be able to do next round, not this one. I have to double check. Out of character, I have to double check, but I think it's a druid spell. Yeah, that's something I could keep in mind. I think you're gonna get my game, into my shape changer. Upfront fighter, once the shapes drop, I can do some other stuff, but a little more vulnerable when that happens.
I must interject at this point.
Anything else?
That is 3 minutes. Your time limit is up. And I, of course, wish the best for both of you. And we'll see you within the Fate's Hand Tavern momentarily. Izera, for your second intermission action.
I would like to at least see what is available in the gift shop.
You can see that in Tier 1, the fan is still there. In Tier 2, the rod has been taken. However, the staff remains. And then in Tier 3, the wand still remains.
You know what? I think I'll just pass.
Very well. You're not interested in any of these items?
Nope. I believe what I was interested in is already gone.
In that case, your intermission actions are complete, and I will see you shortly. Greetings, Idefang. It is your turn for your intermission actions. What would you like to do first?
Darren Gould, always a pleasure. I'd like to speak with Ari again.
A parley with Ari. Greetings, Ari. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Idefang. Do you accept or refuse the invitation?
Accept.
Very well, in that case, Idefang, you have 3 minutes and it begins now.
Ari, I know we had just spoken. but I allowed you to say your 3 minutes without interruption. So I just want to get a couple things out of the way as well. Where do you see yourself in this loose-knit alliance? Do you believe Garzak to be honorable?
Taking the deal was kind of, I don't know, my opinion on it was kind of, it was short-sighted. Easy way to put the target on your back. What about you? What do you think about his decision there?
Do you believe us to be honorable?
I don't think it matters. I think more so when it comes to these alliances, it's just a matter of proving allegiance more than anything else.
I am curious then that if the fates have changed hands and Garzak doesn't make it, where would your allegiance stand?
I think it's established that the two of us are together. Do you think differently?
I would like to say that I harbor no ill will towards Novar.
Okay.
We have both seen him fight.
Right.
He has overcome some great odds stacked against him at one time or another. But I think we all have. With that being said, I don't disagree with our allegiance, but I don't think that Novar... I would not draw blood on Novar right away. That is all I'm saying. I don't have any pact with him, as I do with you.
Sounds like you were approached by Novar. You can kind of just say it. I was approached by Azera, and I didn't do anything committal. It's kind of just said something along the lines of, we could do a dry roll on this round. Didn't allude to any existing alliances. But is that what happened with you and Novar? Or is this just kind of like a general opinion?
Just a general opinion.
All right. If let's just say Garzak does another questionable thing this round, we can revisit this in the next intermission. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
But the two of us.
I just feel like, yes, absolutely. And I just feel like if it wasn't for Novar, we would not know of Garzak's altered alliances, so to speak.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to get that out there and see how you felt about it.
Oh yeah, much appreciated, mate.
All right, this concludes the intermission action. I will see you both shortly. And for your second intermission action, Edifang, I can see that you're wrestling with your conscience here. I'm very curious to see what you will do.
As well as my brothers. I am going to parlay with Novar.
One moment, please. Greetings, Novar. You have been summoned to a parley circle by Edifang. Do you accept or refuse?
I will accept it.
Very well. Edifang, you have 3 minutes and it begins now.
Novar, we're here to give you thanks. Because of you, we now know Garzak had his own agenda in mind. Garzak could have easily betrayed all of us had the battle gone differently. I am no fan of the selfish and less fan of a coward, and I believe you to be neither. I have seen you fight in over great odds in your battles, and for that we must rethink our position. Our word and honor are only two things that we have left down here. So I give you my honor and my word that I will not draw your blood first on this day, but do not test us and make us rethink yet another decision, for I assure you, brother, you will come to regret it if you do.
Does this extend to me having to do anything against Garzak?
No. I believe that what lies between you and Garzak lies between you and Garzak. This is only a thank you that we're willing to divulge some of his inner, more agendas, if you might say.
I will accept your hand of friendship. My problem with Garzak is the same as yours. how quickly he was to jump at an opportunity to be the only one to survive means that he is willing to betray at the drop of a hat.
That was my thought as well.
I believe that one such as he should perhaps not make it out of the room.
And if it happens to happen that way, and someone was to draw blood on him, might not see fit to step in.
In that, I think we have an accord. I will not step in your way as well.
Very good, sir.
Is there anything else that you had for me? Or simply anything?
I think that is it. We both seem to be on the same page.
In that case, gentlemen, the intermission action is at the close. And I will see you all shortly back in the Fate's Hand Tavern. Now that the intermission actions have come to an end, you all find yourselves within the Fate's Hand Tavern once again. Thermgul is standing, looking intently at all of you, but still rather casual demeanor. Well, after those very interesting intermission actions, I'm very curious how this game is going to unfold. So much has happened, it's hard to keep up with. But before we get to the game, of course, we must determine the order in which you're going to take your actions. So if you would all please follow me, let us step to the gated gallery. And it begins to move, and you find yourselves through the archway and standing in the massive room with dozens and dozens of black obsidian monoliths. And as he moves to the column for escape the room, he turns sharply to address all of you. You are all familiar now with what happens next. You will have an opportunity in order to say any final words to me, the Eyes of Truth, or to one another, before entering into what may be the last activity of your lives. And of course, out of character, you have to let us know what will be in your hands, if anything. So we will do our initiative order, and we will begin at the top left with Novar. Natural 20 for 23. Ari, 6 for Ari. Garzak, 16. Izera, 10. And Edifang, 8. Order has been established. So yeah, if there's just anything that you want to say, and then if you can let us know what's in your hands. Okay, so first up, Novar.
In my hand, you see the rod with the tentacles coming off of it, and I look to Izira and I say, I don't think we will find any obstacles in our way. And then I step through.
Garzak.
Garzak in his hands has a shield and his battle axe, and he'll look at the rest of the people and say, good luck, and go through.
Izera.
Okay, Izera's got shield to start with, and that's it. Just a shield on one. She's got the bow in her back, and sword as well, but starts with a shield. Is coming in, nods. So I nods to Novar, and I said, good luck, everyone. We can make this.
Okay, Edifang.
Edifang has a shield. You see a couple javelins sticking out the top of it, and nothing in his other hand. He takes a long look around at everyone, doesn't say anything, and then just steps through the portal.
And Ari.
Ari doesn't have anything in his hands, but he was going to give Garzak one of the extra good berries because it was used last round, I think, right? The professor took it off him and made him and used it on him. Can I have given that to him before he goes through, or no?
Yeah, it all kind of happens simultaneously. We just need to pick it up.
Am I allowed to eat that as I go in?
If you want.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to you as like a lifeline, but if you want to eat it now, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's only 1 hit point.
Yeah, I won't eat it. I'll take it. I'll say, thank you, kinsman.
He'll give him a little salute and then go through the portal.
Okay. And as you all step through the portal, shadowed hands grab onto you firmly and begin pulling you through the darkness. With your attention focused on the unknown that is to come, you start to think about all of the other rooms and how they were constructed and how you escape. And also thinking back to what Theramgul said about this one being called the early bird catching the worm. In just a short few moments, the first thing that you notice is the smell of sulfur and a bit of a like acrid taste in the back of your mouth from smoke. And then the heat comes. As you emerge from the portal, you find yourselves within an 80-foot cube, well lit throughout, and a bit of a yellow-orange sheen to everything emanating from these 4 squares of lava within the stone. If you enter into the lava or are pushed or like forced into lava, but you remain standing, it is 10d10 fire damage. If you are prone or somehow submerged in lava, it's 18d10 damage. In the center of the room are 5 glowing spheres that are floating about 4 feet off the ground. You can see that one is red, a red gem there, one is green, one is blue, and one is black. And then this other sphere in the center, I'm just using this like flame sphere miniature, but unlike the glowing black ball from the gem here, this one seems to be a hole in reality. The small spheres, the 4 that are kind of floating around the larger one, are only about 6 inches in diameter, where the larger one is 2 feet in diameter. So it's quite a bit bigger and seems to be a hole within this particular plane of existence. You also notice that there are 4 doors with little holes in the center of them, about the same size as the 4 glowing spheres from the center, and they have matching colors. So we have Edafang here with the yellow-based Conan-looking mini, Novar with the red-based Paladin-looking mini, Ari with the purple-based dwarf, Vizera with the green-based archer, and we have Garzak with the blue-based wizard mini. And with that, we will begin, and Novar is up first.
For once, I don't know what I'm about to do. I can feel the heat from the lava pool, correct? Like, there's no way I'm not feeling that. So
For sure,
I'm not
yeah.
going that way. I kind of skirt the wall behind me until I feel that opening.
Okay.
And last time I felt an opening, it worked out well for me, so I go through it, the blue, towards the blue.
Okay. So you move towards this doorway. So you have used 15 feet of movement to step on in front of the door here. And the blue gem, of course, is meant to represent this like ring of blue. You realize as you step up and start to feel on this portal, you feel the hole in the center but there doesn't seem to be any latch or handle or any sort of mechanism to open the door.
Okay. I think I figured it out. My question is, did my condition affect whether or not I realize what's in the room?
Yeah, I would say.
I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, you guys can
we make
see
assumptions,
Novar
or-
kind of feeling along the wall and just kind of like looking off at a unnatural angle a bit.
My ears are twitching. Just like you listening. I had the daredevil turning my head look a lot.
Any action for you, Novar? Or bonus?
No, I'm gonna hold my action for now. I'm not gonna hold my action. I'm just gonna end it there for
Okay.
where I'm at.
Sounds good. In that case, it is Garzak's turn.
I am going to use a dash action,
Okay.
and I'm going to run as close as I can to the red orb.
Okay, around the right. So
Yeah.
5, 10, 35 will get you to the red orb.
Let's see. I'm going to use my object interaction to stow the battle axe. And then I will bonus action rage.
Okay. And that makes it Izera's turn.
I will go to the blue gem in the center, using my shield to kind of shield away some of the heat from the lava.
20. So 25 gets you to here. 30 would get you to the same space as the gem.
Novar, it seems you can't see where you're heading. I'm going to activate that same blue color and see if it opens the door. So I'm going to try to activate that blue thing, the gem.
Okay. So you go to touch it?
Yeah.
All right, are you stowing either your... you have an empty hand, right?
I've got a shield in one hand, and the shield was protecting me from the heat.
Got you.
I mean, not that mechanically, it's all, yeah.
Narratively. Yep, understood. All right, so as you reach out and like touch the blue gem, you feel it like become like heavy in your hand, and it just kind of like drops. It stops levitating. You're now holding it in your hand, and as you're holding it there, you don't hear or see anything else that happens, but you have the blue gem in your hand.
As an action, can I go and grab another gem? In this case, maybe the green one?
Yep, you sure can. So you move another 10 feet, so total of 40 movement. You have 40 movement with your Dread Ambusher?
Yes.
Okay. And then...
Does you need both hands for you to do that?
Well, I mean, you've got your shield, you could kind of hold on to both of them loosely. So you could have them both in your hands.
So at the same time, I would like to, get a closer look, sort of inspect a little bit what this bigger sphere is. Does it look like there's another world behind, or?
Okay. So you used your action to grab the second one with the use an object action, but just with your passive investigation or passive perception, it just seems to be the complete absence of reality and matter. It just is completely dark, like a hole in reality.
I'm being careful to not touch it.
Okay.
And that's going to be the end of my turn.
All right, then Edafang, it's your turn.
I'm going to use the dash action
Okay.
to go towards the black.
Towards black. Okay, and you want to go
Yep.
this way?
Correct.
All right, what is your movement normally?
30.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 gets you in the square with the black glowing gem.
Object interaction to pick it up.
So you grab the black gem, and as your hand grabs onto it, you feel the weight give way as you are now holding the black gem in your hand.
And then I will move 15 feet back the same direction I came.
Okay, so you were... I want to move 15, 10, 15. That's it for you? Okay, Ari.
Nova, you hear in your head, oh man, you're not blind, are you?
You can use your reaction to respond if you want.
I am hard of sight at the moment.
Oh, no worries. I got you, mate. He's going to have to dash, but I think he can get right next to Novar with 60 feet.
Okay. 5, 10. Okay.
And you just see him, you don't see him doing anything, but Edafang does see him preparing a spell. But he doesn't actually prepare it because I don't have the action to do it, but...
Okay, so you start
that's the
casting.
idea.
Well, that's it for Ari. Okay. Then I'm just going to align this so that the ABCs at the top are considered our north. I'm going to roll 2d8 at this point. As I roll these 2d8, the first one is an 8, the next one is a 4. The first one is the direction in which this sphere is moving, with 1 being true north. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 being south, 6, 7, 8. So it's moving in this direction, 4 squares. Well, floating, I should say. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the end of round 1. We're at the top of round 2 with Novar.
Does nothing happen when that thing moves?
Nothing happened when it moved.
Nothing visible or auditory? Cool. Cool. Not ominous at all.
Nothing at all.
On my turn, I go, Ari, I feel like you are trustworthy, but if you're about to attack me, I can still feel you where you are.
Oh, no, mate. I'm going to take care of the blindness.
Okay.
Right. I hold an action in case I feel like I'm about to be attacked. So if it feels any type of danger, if it's not... Wait, hold on. I'm remembering that I am a paladin. And I don't know if this my healing pool affects this.
I think healing pool is disease
Nope.
and poison, yeah.
Nope, it's cure disease and neutralize poison. Yeah. So yeah, I hold an action to, in case of any incoming danger, I can attack back with the rod. So Ari, you would see my hand tense up, but it makes no move towards you.
Okay. No movement or bonus for Novar?
If I'm being healed, I'm not going to move yet. And I can't, yeah.
Okay. Garzak, we're back to you.
All right, with my object interaction, I'm gonna grab the red orb.
Okay.
Or the grab orb.
All right, you grab the red orb. Yep.
And then I'm going to dash towards the red door.
So 10 movement? 15?
Yeah.
20?
Okay.
25? Does Izera want to take an attack of opportunity? No?
Oh, it's tempting to just throw you into the lava, but I won't do that to you.
Okay. So 25, 30, 35, 40, 45,
Okay.
50, and 55 would get you, 50 would get you onto the platform.
Okay. Can I place the orb in the hole?
That would be an object.
What kind would that be?
That'd be an object interaction. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. I guess that's it. No. So I think I wasn't damaged. I wasn't attacked. So my rage ends.
Okay. Rage ends. Izera, it is your turn. As you're holding both the blue and the green in like the crook of your arm.
Okay. I'm going to. At this point, can I take one to throw? Can I throw one at Ari and say, "Hey, Ari, this is to let Novar out," and I'll throw one of the ball, and hopefully, Ari is is better than has played sports before.
Okay.
Ari's athletic.
Since this
Or
isn't
at least he looks.
an attack, you're just throwing it. I'm gonna say the DC to get it. So go ahead. Well, let me declare the DC. So you've already said you're gonna throw it. So now I'm just letting you know how the mechanics are gonna happen. So I'll get you to roll a Dex or Strength, whichever one you prefer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say a 13 or higher, it will land right on the square where Ari is. And for every 2 under that, it'll be a square away from him. Okay.
I got 15.
15. All right. Well, that's a save. Just a regular Dex ability check.
Oh, sorry. I just went on my sheet and just Dex ability. Oh, yeah, that's how you do it.
13. Okay, and I said 13 would be on the money. So yeah, you want to throw the blue or the green?
The blue.
All right, you throw the blue straight at Ari. Ari, I need a either athletics or dexterity to catch it, and it's just a 10 to catch it. 21. Yeah, you snag it out of the air with purpose. You are now holding the blue gem, but I'm going to say that cost you your reaction to catch it. Well, actually, no, sorry. You catch it for free, but your reaction was used when you answered back the commentary. So, Izera.
Thanks, mate.
That was your action. Any movement for you?
I'm gonna dash to the green door.
Okay, so you can move towards the green door. Your movement is 30?
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You used your action to throw, so can you dash as a bonus action? Is that a class ability?
Oh,
of yours?
okay, maybe not.
You only have your bonus action left currently.
I saw the throw as perhaps the object interaction, but that's okay. I'm happy. I've done mostly what I wanted to do. I'm closer to the green door, and Ari's got a blue gem, so that's end of my turn.
Okay, Edafang.
Edafang will dash towards the black door.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 45 gets you on the stoop.
I will use my action to put the object in the hole.
Your object interaction, you mean?
Sure. Yep.
As you put the spherical gem into the hole, it's a perfect fit, and you hear this soft and as it disappears, the door kind of just dissolves into black shadow, and the ring disappears. Do you step through or remain there?
We'll step through.
You step through. And you escape the room, Edafang. And the door disappears with you. Ari, it is your turn. You hold the blue gem in your hands.
All right. He's gonna do what he said he'd do. Still's got the blue gem, but still cast. So he'll do Lesser Restoration on Novar.
Okay, you cast Lesser Restoration. Lesser cures blindness?
It does.
All right, you are no longer blinded, Novar.
Immediately opens up and sees that there's lava again.
Yeah, man, the lava's still there. But anyway, thought I'd give you a fighting chance at least. I mean, Edafang went through the door. I'm gonna go through that one. All right, mate. And then he tries to free object interaction and put the gem in the door.
Okay, Novar, do you step aside and let Ari use the gem on the door right beside you?
Absolutely not. This is 100% the thing I was holding by. I consider this an act of aggression.
I just healed you.
Yeah. So I'd have to say that I that wouldn't trigger
Okay.
your held action. Yeah. Yep. So, but it is a hostile. It is a
Yeah, I'm
hostile.
not stepping aside.
I guess the clarity is, if you're hostile, he can't go through your space. So that's why I ask: are you allowing him to go through as he intended?
No, the health bar just turned up on the game boss. Like,
Okay, understood. Then in that case, Ari, it's still your turn, and it's clear that
So
Novar is not
rules
letting you
lawyer for a moment.
Sure.
If he's considering me hostile, then would he allow me to heal him? Because he held his action to act against any movement that he would consider hostile. If he didn't consider that hostile, then I am not hostile.
So here's what you healed me, and then I saw you go towards. You were like, and then you said, "I'm going to go through this door that you're standing at." And I'm just like, wait, whoa, because I have no idea what's happening. All I'm just like, up until this, I'm just like, you're going through the door that I'm at.
Yep. So here's how I see it. It wasn't a hostile action, so it didn't trigger his held action to attack, but he is just not permitting you to go through the door. So he has turned himself into a hostile, but you haven't. Yeah, you still have your movement and your bonus.
Okay. Then I am going to wild shape into a. You had to make it difficult, didn't you? It's fine, man. I'll just throw you in the lava. I'm gonna wild shape into a brown bear.
Okay. Brown bear is large?
Yeah.
All right.
When he wild shape, where does the orb go?
All things I am holding.
Any objects
way
that
it's
are being
worded.
worn or held become part of the wild shape. So it just kind of like disappears inside of the bear.
Oh, so as long as he's the bear, he can't actually use it then until he comes out of it.
And neither can you.
Yep. Yeah. I'm just going to put this to the... Well, I'll leave it here. He's got it, but it's like within the bear form.
You have to cut it out of him.
Okay, so I think that ends Ari's turn, wild shape, and the spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move to the opposite side of, without leaving his range, to the opposite side of Novar.
Okay. Down to here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that is the end of the round. It's time for me to roll 2d8. A 2. So realigning the board, a 2 and a 3. I'm just going to realign the board to north. So a 2. Well, isn't this just perfect? This is our 1. This is our 2. And it's going 3 squares.
Is that on me or is it just next to me?
It is next to you with that die roll
Okay.
of a 3. Top of the round, Novar, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm hitting him with this. I'm hitting him with this whip. It was my plan was to go after Garzak. But Garzak got away. So yeah, he's getting tentacle clubbed, and it's all 3 attacks.
Okay,
with
actually, yeah, all right. So I don't think we actually declared what it was, eh? Did I not tell you what it was?
Oh, I thought. Oh, no, did you not? Oh, when you said tentacle, I thought it was the rod of tentacles.
It is, yeah, it is.
That's what I believed it to be.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so you're attacking with the first tentacle?
I'm using all 3. It says on an action you can use all 3 to hit.
Yep. I just want to check because I thought it had its own bonus to hit, not your bonus to hit.
It does. It has a +9. It has a +9 bonus to hit. So the first one is a 27.
Okay, I'm pretty sure a 27 hits a brown bear.
Yeah.
Okay, second roll. Oops.
12.
Does a 12 hit the brown bear?
Yep.
Okay, third one. Okay, well that definitely
And a
hits.
23.
So all 3
that's a
hit. So that's 3d6 bludgeoning.
Yes, and I'm going to put a smite on each one of those.
Okay. Let's do the first one. So 1d6.
So 5 plus, what is it, 2d8 for
Smite.
as I forget how my character works, plus 2d8. So 5 plus 2d8. So that's 10 on the first hit.
15. 14.
That's 14.
So 39.
39. Yes, and he also now has to
Make a DC 15
make a
con
Constitution.
save. Yeah, so we need a con save from the brown bear. Okay, so 17 on the die.
He's not a brown bear now.
He's not.
He's a regular old Ari now.
Okay,
He took an extra 5 on his own HP after brown bear dropped.
okay, understood. So no paralysis from the tentacle rot. So you make that save. Oh, it's not paralysis anyway.
I'm going to do bonus action, harness divine power to get another spell slot back.
Okay, Garzak is your turn.
All right. As my object interaction, I'll put the orb in the doorway.
You place the orb in the doorway, and the doorway becomes shadow, filled with like kind of smoky shadow emitting from it.
Before I step through, I'll look over at Ari and I'll say, "Kinsman, throw him into the orb." And then I'll go back in. I'll go into the shadows.
So you step through,
Yeah.
and Garzak escapes the room, and the door that he went through disappears.
And I stupidly forgot that I could have moved slightly further away from the orb. It's fine.
Okay, Izera.
I'll allow it.
Izera, your turn.
Okay, I'll say good luck, you two, and I'm gonna run to the door, the green door, and put the gem through.
Okay, and the door, in fact, does turn to shadow in front of you. And
And I joyfully disappear in it.
you and your portal disappear, which makes it Ari's turn, because Edafang is out. It is now Ari's turn, as you are holding that blue gem.
He's going to wild shape again into a brown bear because he needs to be strong for this, and then he's going to push Novar into the orb behind him.
Can I take a dodge as Oh, wait, is this an attack?
Yeah.
Yep. So it's a shove attack, correct?
Yep.
All right, so it's contested. So it's the athletics of the attacker and either the athletics or acrobatics of the defender.
So it's going to be a 21 with the Bears athletics.
21.
8.
Okay, then you get to choose, Ari, whether you want to push them prone or 5 feet away.
5 feet into the orb.
All right. As the bear kind of rears up on its hind legs, it pushes Novar back 5 feet into what is a sphere of annihilation, causing 4d10 force damage. For a total of 25 force damage to Novar. So you're now in the same square as the sphere of annihilation.
Ow.
And Ari, we're back to you.
He's going to step up on the pedestal. I can't drop wild shape right now.
Well, I have a reaction
It's forced movement.
to being hit. Nah, never mind. There's no point. It doesn't push him away.
Yes.
All right, that is the end of round 3, which means that I need to realign my board.
This thing off of me.
As I roll 2d8. First roll is the direction, which is a 5. Brings us to the top for Novar. It's your turn, Novar.
I would say the first thing Ari does notice is I am not as damaged as I probably should be.
Okay.
And I need him to get. Did he returned back to his normal form, correct?
No. He used a wild
No,
shape.
if I was in my normal form, I'd be gone.
Oh, okay. Well, oldie but a goodie. I'm just gonna use the thing again.
Okay.
So first hit, 19.
19 hits.
12, I believe we said hits.
Yep, 21.
And then so all 3 hit again.
All 3 hit.
Can we take these damages in order before I elect to use things?
Yep, definitely. Yeah. So let's do the first one. So D6 from the tentacle rod. Are you also smiting? No. Okay. So 3 bludgeoning. All right. Second one, another 3. So total of 6.
This one I am going to smite.
Okay.
For 13. So 19 total
19
damage.
total.
Still a bear.
Still a bear, but I do need another con save since all 3 tentacles hit.
Yes. Just made it.
Yeah. It was a DC 15, right?
Let me make sure. I believe yes, it is DC. Yes, DC 15.
Okay, and the bear's con is
God, for that resilient con, huh?
yeah, the bear's con
it's
is
my con.
that. No, it should be the bear's though, right?
No, the bear's con's 3.
Okay, then yeah,
Plus
no,
3 rather.
No problem there.
Yeah.
So you make the save. None of the effects. Anything else for Novar on your turn?
I have no. I would further interpose myself with the door as much as I could.
Nope.
If I can.
This is the reverse of the original situation. So he's firmly entrenched in front of the door right now.
Okay.
Okay, so no bonus, no movement.
No, I'm not moving anywhere.
All right, then, Ari, it is your turn.
I'm gonna drop wild shape, use the thing, and go through the door.
Okay, drop wild shape. Free object interaction to use the crystal. The door disappears.
With the, I mean, I don't know how it works, like on wild shaping from large to medium, but
yeah, it wouldn't
invoke opportunity attack.
No, it wouldn't mechanically affect anything because you're not leaving his threat range. Well, no, I guess you are leaving the threat range, stepping through the door. So yeah, I mean, you could make an opportunity attack.
Is there space behind the door? Like that I would be entering to leave the current one?
Yeah,
you know what
I know. That's what I was thinking too.
Like if there's no physical space.
Yeah, you're still in the like diagonal that would normally be, but you're also like leaving. So let me. Well, just make an attack roll, Novar, just to see if you would have hit anyway. Just in case.
Okay.
But it's just one tentacle, yeah.
21.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
let's double check then.
I mean, you can roll the damage, because if it doesn't kill me, then, or do other things, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay, just roll
That was my wondering, because it doesn't discern whether or not it's always it's either just one or all three. Like it doesn't discern.
As an opportunity attack, it's always just one. I think whenever there's a multi-attack situation, I'm pretty sure for an opportunity attack, it's always just one. But let's just double check.
5 damage.
Okay. In that case, Ari steps through. The portal disappears, leaving Novar Olorin alone in a room with lava, with no way to exit, as per the rules of this escape the room, unless you know of anything that could save you, Novar. You would be eliminated from Crucible.
The one thing I could think of is the one thing that I wouldn't want to do, which is just say, "Let me go, and I'll definitely serve you." And Novar wouldn't do that, so he would just sit down, cross his legs, and just wait.
And wait for an unknown period of time, but that is outside the scope of what we're trying to do here. So the four of you have managed to escape the room. Novar did not find an open door and its matching gem. So unfortunately, Daryl, Novar has been eliminated from Crucible of Fate. But thanks so much, man. Well played. A bit of a shocker moment there, but in character to do what was best for you in that moment. So well played.
Yep.
All right.
In retrospect, there are other things I could have done, but that's too late. Too low a level for it to actually work.
I mean, the whole thing is just you getting the tentacled thing, right? That gave you the blindness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the old irony of risk reward.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. All right. Well, Daryl, we'll catch up with you later on, but we're going to wrap up episode 2 now and decide what to do about 3. But thanks for playing, man. Great to have you on the show.
Take care, man.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
It was
man.
nice.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I was hoping you weren't just gonna let me go, to be honest.
Oh no.
But wanted to make it. I'm not gonna attack a blind guy. Come on.
It was honestly as soon as I was just like, everyone let Garzak go, after everyone was just like, nah, we can't trust Garzak. I'm just like, word? This is how it's going?
Yeah, well,
We didn't know what the stuff did until Edafang stepped through.
Yeah. I didn't know how everyone was going to react, but yeah, as soon as people figured out how to get out of there, everyone just bolted. There was no attacking. Everyone just wanted to get out.
My thing was, I thought that Spear of Annihilation was going to be like old school Spear of Annihilation, where it just ends you, no save, just you touch it, you're gone.
No, it's 4d10 in 5e. Yeah. 40-10
I
force.
was not super hurt.
I was
at all.
just afraid of a radius effect there. Not that I didn't have HP to work with, but still.
Yeah, and it's pretty much just anything that it comes into contact with, it like eliminates. But if it's a creature, it does 4d10 force. So if you read on Spheres of Annihilation, whenever you get into cross-dimensional magic, you have to roll because like weird stuff happens. So yeah, if it did go into a portal,
Potentially there would have been one less door.
yeah,
Or there would have been a Sphere of Annihilation in the tavern.
yeah.
That'd have been fun. Hey man, you want a watermelon?
He's not using maps. And the tavern have to escape too.
Gone.
Guys, I found a slushy machine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if anybody had put their hand inside the Sphere of Annihilation, I would have rolled the damage, but I would have said like, hey, you took like X amount of damage, but your hand's gone. As you all emerge back into the Fate's Hand Tavern, Tharamgul is looking at each of you and just slowly clapping. Well done to all of you. You have survived. The early bird catches the worm. I didn't honestly know how that was going to go. I thought maybe you might take advantage of the situation and try to eliminate an extra person, but it seemed as soon as you figured out the mechanics, everybody just kind of bolted. Huh? But hey, the four of you are to be congratulated. You have made it through Escape the Room, and it is now time to move in to split the party. So we will get with our intermission actions shortly, but out of character, just want to say congratulations to the four of you, and that's where we're going to end part 2. Tune in next time for part 3 as we move into split the party. Okay, take care everybody, and enjoy a nice long rest.